Okay, so in this example, we have a one parameter declaration function, declaring function A of x is a single parameter. Again, this one is function B, single parameter. And this is the main body of the program, and we have x equals 5, y equals 10, and then 3 function calls, right? And we'll analyze all these function calls. The first one is function A with a parameter of 100, right? When you analyze this parameter of 100, and I call function A, obviously 100 value is going to be set to x. Now I'm setting x to 100. Once I set x to 100, now I can say, well, this is 100 plus 10. So now my y is equal to what? 110. And I return 110. Okay, so that's example 1, right? So we understand that again, 100. The value here is now the value x. X is pointing to the value here, and then x drops down. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, it's not very difficult. Okay, but let's look at it a little more closely now. Okay, I'm just going to erase this, and I'm going to do the next example. The next example is now the value x. Okay, so now this x, right, and this xy are not the same. This is isolated, this is isolated, this is isolated. So now I put the value x. Now my value is what? X equals 5. So now this traverses as my what? This is my 5. So my 5 value that's coming from here goes here. Okay? So now this is 5 plus 10. So my y is 15. I return the value 15. Okay, it's pretty straightforward, right? Okay. So now in this example here, my function b of y. So I bring in the value 10. 10 now comes here, right? Because this y and this, what all this is saying is this value here is the value of y here. So 10 comes down, but now my x is 10. Okay? So this is isolated. So x is 10. So now my y value is 2 times 10, which is 20, right? So then my return 20 plus 10, which is 30. Okay? So that's how the single parameter works. I'll repeat it again. This value here is now y, right? So x is really equal to y here. So I'm putting 10 in, just like I put 100 in. And so now I put in, this value here is 10. So now 10 comes down. The y here is 20, 20, again, 20 plus 10 is 30. So this y outside and this y here is not the same. This y here and they're not the same. They're completely different. So now y is isolated here. The value is 10. Again, this is isolated here. And now the value is 30.